Hi everyone, welcome back to Sam's Gifted Hands Kitchen. Today we are going to make corn cuckoo. So let's get right into it. As you know, corn cuckoo is made of cornmeal, your vegetables and coconut milk and whatever seasoning you want to season it with. It is mainly eaten with stew fish, stew calallo and stew peas or whatever you prefer to eat it with, whether it's saltfish, smoked herring or any meat of your choice. My aunt is in town, so she wants to eat some cuckoo and she's going to show us her method of doing her cuckoo. My mom, she normally do her cuckoo with okras and the cornmeal with coconut milk with some salt. Some people do it differently, right? My aunt is doing pumpkin, her bell peppers, garlic, onion, some green seasoning such as chive, celery, parsley, and she decided to blend it because that's the way she liked to do it. She don't like the big pieces in her mouth, so she's blending it to a puree. And okra, she's also blending okra as well, or some prefer to say okra. And she's blending this with some water. And of course, if you prefer your method where you saute the vegetables in a little oil or butter, you can go ahead and do that. Now, she's adding the coconut milk to the pan along with the vegetables. And at this point, the stove is not on, okay? Remember that the stove is not on. At this point, she's adding some dry seasoning such as goya all-purpose seasoning and some paprika along with some salt. And please taste your mixture to know if it is salt enough. The salt we are using is very fine, so we had to go in with a couple of teaspoons. Make sure you mix it well, and as I said before, salt to suit your taste. Now we are adding some hot pepper sauce to the mixture since we do not have the pimento or habanero peppers. But if we had the pimento peppers or the habanero peppers, she would have chopped it up and blended it in the blender with the other ingredients. Now she's adding the cornmeal to the pot and she's mixing it in. She's doing this so it would not create any lumps. And this is the fine cornmeal, so it won't take a long time to cook as the coarse one. After you finish mixing the cornmeal mixture, then you want to turn on the stove. I would recommend that you cook your cuckoo on medium-low heat since it takes about 20 minutes to cook.
So you always have to be stirring it. No matter what cuckoo you make, you're going to stick in the bottom. That's why you cannot have too much a tin pot.
So my aunt is saying when you are making cuckoo, it's not a good idea to do it in a tin pot because you know it's just going to burn at the bottom very quickly. So it's good to have a heavy bottom.
Sammy, you see how it's making the puff when it's almost ready. It's cooking.
So after you see those puff, that's an indication that your cuckoo has cooked through. But you have to continue stir it for about 10 minutes and then it's finished, all right? 10 minutes after you see those puffs. So you're going to continue and even it out until it's ready to go into your bowl. Just observe carefully. It's coming in nicely. Look at it. Look at that. Almost finished. And remember, you can add what you want to your cuckoo. You do not add what you don't want to your cuckoo. At this point, we are adding some butter to it. And this is unsalted butter because we already use salt and a few little seasonings. So unsalted butter. And if you do not want to use the butter, you can use coconut oil or olive oil. As you see, it's almost finished, and we like to add the butter when it's almost finished because you know butter can create grease and you don't want it to burn, the cuckoo to burn. After finish, you're going to pour it in your grease baking dish and smooth it out at the top. You can dip your spoon in water and smooth it out, or You can use piece of butter to help smooth it out nicely. And if you don't want to smooth it out, you don't have to, right? I remember when my grandmother and my mom used to make it for me. Just as it's finished, they just throw it on the plate like that with a spoon, with my fish and calallo and all that, and I eat. So it's up to you, alright? After you finish smooth it out, you're going to leave it to rest for a few minutes, not much. And it's going to set. When it's cooled down a bit, it's going to set. Cornmeal don't take a long time to set. So you cut it out and you serve it with your stew fish and all your favorite side dishes such as calallo, it can be provision, stew peas, your meat, whatever. As I said before, mainly we serve it with stew fish, okay? So this is a little bit too much butter and we're going to remove it. And there you have it. And you see, this is how your pot should be looking when you do your cou-cou. Now we are going to cut it. And there it is. And you can use whatever baking dish you want to set it in. You can use a bigger baking dish if you want. You don't have to make it high like us, you know. You can make it not too high, not too low. That's your preference. There you have it. Look at the slice coming out. You see it cut whole. Yep, and there it is. All sliced up. You lay them down and you serve it with your dishes. With your favorite side dishes. There you have it. It's so fluffy, so spongy. I really enjoyed it. I never was a fan of cou-cou, and when I tell you I eat it. It's very good, very delicious. Look at that. So spongy, fluffy, firm, smooth, and moist. You are not tasting no lump whatsoever. Marvelous work. And guess what? The sweetest part is this. Frying. You know you can fry your cou-cou, right? Yep. It's so spongy inside and crispy on the outside. I can sit and eat a fried cou-cou without no meat. It is so flavorful, so crispy, so moist and fluffy. Very good. Thank you for watching and don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you.